Hello, in this video I am going to show you how to implement a date picker. Essentially, if we click a button or something that triggers our date picker will pop up, allow us to select date, so that'll be day, month and year, and that's it. We can select. So it's great for maybe an alarm, for example, or a reminder, that sort of stuff. Okay, so to do this outside of our widget, but still inside of the class, what we need to do is create the actual select date method. So we'll just do future null, and we're going to call this select date, and this is going to have the build context, and then the context inside of it is going to be asynchronous, so async curly braces. Inside here we're going to have final date time, so that's the format. It's going to be picked, so this will determine what has actually been picked, which one was picked. I'm going to say equals await show date picker, and I'll implement all these manually in a second. So we need a semicolon here. Before the context, we're just going to set this context as being passed in. Next, we are going to say the initial date, and the initial date I am going to set it to actually outside of here. I'm going to create a new variable. So I'm going to call this to be a type of date time, and it's going to be underscore date, not plus date, underscore date equals date time dot now, and the initial date will be that variable. And now what we need to do is put the first date, and this is basically the earliest date that you can choose, and we're just going to say date time, and for this you just put open close brackets, put the year, so let's say 1970, and if you put last date, this is the the last date you can choose. It's good to have restrictions on it. I'm going to say 2100. And that's really all we need inside of here. Now what we need to do is handle setting the state. So if we do if picked is not equal null and picked is not equal to the current date that has been set, because if it has, then no need to re-trigger this. We can say print. We're going to print out the date, and we're going to say dot to string. And then we're going to say set state. Inside of here, we are going to say underscore date equals date. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it after this. And now we need to create a button. You can, create any sort of button. It could be a slider, fairness, could be anything that allows you to trigger some event. I'm just going to keep it simple. Create a child. This is going to be an icon button. And in here, I'm going to say icon. Icons. Feel free to check out the icon button and the button videos for more information. And this is icon. Icons. Dot. I'm going to put alarm. It's sort of got like a clock icon to it, style to it. And we're going to say we need the on pressed event. So this is going to be empty, and we are going to say select date. We can pass in the current context. Save that, and let's see what we get. And see, we got the button now. If we click it, we can select a date. So obviously we can go ahead in time. Let's select this one, click OK. So as you can see, it's printed there, February 2019, 19th February 2020. And that's it. That's really all there is to the date picker. If you want to know more information about the time picker, feel free to check out my next video on that. If you have any questions, feel free to pop me a message. And as usual, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.